So, at the end of an AB round I was doing in my shiny new 700-point Hyakushiki, this happened. Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is the new Gundam with the new Hyper Bazooka. As I mentioned before, I wound up stopping on the 5th step of the step up, because I dropped the new Gundam there. And so naturally I did not get the new Hyper Bazooka, but yeah, dropped it after an AB round. I have included proof just because I felt like it. And yeah, the new Hyper Bazooka is pretty substantial. Its stated damage rating is 2,900. I have rarely, if ever, seen it drop below 3,000 damage. It fires pretty fast, and it re-readies fairly quickly. So it is a really good, solid weapon. And you know, given that there's not a ton of things with high ballistic defense at this end of the pool, it's a good thing to have. So, and yeah. Of course, it is still the new Gundam. It still has the fin funnels, which do the good damage, and it has a bunch of other good weapons that I think I've gotten a little bit better with since the last round I showed with this. Hope so, anyway. But this is a good couple. This is a day or two after I first got it, so I haven't played it extensively, but I played it more because, you know, it's kind of neat. So, let's see, just waiting for, as always, waiting for that opening I needed. Yep, 3397. And yeah, it stuns long enough to get a good fin funnel lock, which is really useful. Because yeah, if you can just hold somebody there, you know, because the shot flies a little slower than the beam rifle, it gives you a little bit more time to ready up and follow up with the funnels, in my opinion. So it's a good weapon. And funnels hopefully going out. Yes. I couldn't tell I had the lock for a second for the support fire icon, but I got it. And, yep, Bazooka's reloading. I think that takes about 13 seconds. And the new Gundam is not lacking for offensive options while you're waiting on that. So you've got the shield missiles, you've got the shield beam, you've got the fin funnels. And, of course, you've got the defensive fin funnels that I was just using, so going to be interesting to see if we ever do get the high new Gundam in the game. It's going to be interesting to see if that ends up having the having enough fin funnels to do the shield and the attack simultaneously. That would be neat, but of course I'm not sure if the high new Gundam can actually use the shield. I'm going to assume, since it has fin funnels, but yeah. Did I just see a pilot over there? I swear I did, but either way, chasing down this Balanoke Saman, which, let's see, yeah, good damage there, 3990 with type advantage, got the swing, and yeah, just going to lead with the funnels, because I'd like to not be reloading the bazooka quite yet. Now, I guess. I should have just fired before. Oh well. Fired the shield beam, didn't get anywhere with it. Yeah, good time to put up the shield, because I have no health to speak of. The shield doesn't take a lot, doesn't, you know, well, I think the support fire just got me, and that goes straight through it. I don't know if I mentioned it. One of the skills that New Gundam has, I forget whether, I think it's a hanger skill. It has two interesting things going on. One is 50% reduced damage from support fire. That might be a basic skill, but I know it has it either way. But the other hanger skill, I think I mentioned it having, and I'm going to try and work up to that, because I'm sure it's going to take a lot of DP to break the locks off of that. I'm not even sure I have the kits I need to do that yet. But yeah, it has a skill which reduces the damage it takes while downed. So that's just an interesting feature. Okay, I accidentally tagged my ally there, I think, but fin funnels are out on the Balanoke Saman, and let's see. From what I've heard, the Balanoke and the Bawu are the two best things for taking on the Alpha Zero. So, if you look at the leaderboards for it, those are the things that show up the most frequently. Given how weak it is to melee, and given how good both of those are at melee, I'm not surprised. Bawu's not as good at melee, but it also is. I think the Mark V might be on there too, but Bawu has plenty of ranged weapons to throw at the thing. But yeah, Balanoke, great at melee. You can tank it out for defense very easily. It's a good suit, and because it's a raid and it can be squishy, and because it's just kind of weird to use, It's kind of a very, very acquired taste, I want to say, but it's good. Let's see, damage to that. I'm trying to sneak in there and get the kill, but, you know, since the whole team was there, I wasn't trying too hard because I didn't want to get in their way. Unfortunately, they caught at least one of us with support fire. Let's see. Yep, tagged it for 3493. Missiles out. Haven't been using those probably enough because, you know, shield missiles are always nice. Let's see. About 3 minutes left. We've got a slim lead. It could go either way, but you know, I'm going to do what I can do. Yeah, that bazooka, if you drop it, if you do the full step up, it's pretty good. I'm wondering if there's going to be an alternate weapon for the Sazabi too, because there's a couple of beam rifles it uses in various media that it could have, or it could have the alternate beam tomahawk as opposed to the beam sword. So that would be interesting to see. We'll see what exactly it can do. Well, probably a couple days after you see this video, because I'm going to try and get this up while the new Gundam's banner is still active for, you know, just to, while it is as relevant as possible. Good shot there. Okay, 2100 to an actual new Gundam with the bazooka, so yeah, the new Gundam itself seems to have decent ballistic defense, or at least that person built theirs for it. And I'm taking a lot of hits. I'm just kind of cower in the corner and get my shield up, but there was somebody so close to me I couldn't actually tell they were there. So, and that was a Totus Ritter. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I like those colors on it. Looks pretty good. Yeah, it's the bazooka's good. I'm still enjoying the new Gundam. I hope everybody who's gotten it has enjoyed it. And it's, you know, unfortunately, outside of its banner, there's going to be, I think, a 0.5% chance of getting it, which is, you know, and I think that's just a 0.5% chance of dropping a 4-star in general. Once the Sazabi comes up, that could be the new Gundam, the Sazabi, or any weapons of theirs that may end up in the pool. So that's, you know, going to be kind of rare, I think, to see outside of outside of a banner. That said, I did drop the bazooka in a box after a match, so it's not impossible. And let's see, just gotta try and kill as many things as I can with the 40 seconds we've got left, because we're getting close. And okay, yeah, that went into Psycho Frame, so Psycho Frame reduces the time to lock on with your funnels, and it increases your movement speed. No, like, attack bonuses or anything like that. One thing I kind of wish it did is increase the effects with the number, the additional number of Psycho Frames on the field, because that is something that is the Psycho Frames are supposed to do, is resonate with each other and kind of multiply each other's effects. So that would be interesting, but it would be hard to make practical without making a team of new Gundams probably overpowering. But either way, we managed to bring it back in the last minute, and we pulled it off. So yeah, that was a pretty good round, and yeah, that bazooka is pretty good. So if you get it, I hope you like it. And I did 102,000 damage, so I managed to do the most damage out of 4 new Gundams on the field. I'd say that's pretty solid. 4 kills and 2 deaths, so yeah, I didn't get a very high assist score either, 816, which is not much at 700, and still managed to do the most damage across the board with only 4 kills. So that should give you an idea of, for one, how many hit points new Gundams have, and also just how much damage that bazooka does. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more, so till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I'm probably going to try for the Sazabi on my alternate account. I'm not going to have enough tokens by the time the banner comes up for the full set of spins, but I may get close. I have like 130, 140 now. I got a few days left if the clan levels once or twice more, along with everything else being thrown in. I might be able to get close, so we'll see what happens, because since it's my alt, I can't really easily buy more tokens there, so fingers crossed.